President Trump took to Twitter and issued a threat against Iran with all this escalating tension between our two nations. He tweeted out, if Iran wants to fight, that will be the official end of Iran.
Wow.
Never threaten the United States again. On the one hand, that feels pretty good, because you get sick and tired of all of the rivers of blood will flow and all that stuff that comes out of Iran. And so to respond to that and tell them, look, everybody knows, we'll crush you if you start anything. It just feels good.
It does.
But I'm not.
However.
Yeah.
I want to throw in the big however.
However.
It does.
It feels good.
After you get over feeling good.
Yes.
You think, wait.
Do we want another war, and this time with Iran?
My answer to that would be no.
I think the answer is obviously no. Nobody wants that. And the president has said he doesn't want that. But when your rhetoric is such that, you kind of escalate the tension a little bit, you bring us a little bit closer to war. There is an admiral from the Navy, Admiral, is this Lord West? The former, okay, this is from the first Sea Lord of the Royal Navy, gave an assessment of the potential conflict. He told the Daily Star that the U.S. would need at least 1 million troops to successfully pacify Iran. And a half-baked attack could throw the whole region into further chaos. We've seen that before.
Yeah, we have.
We've seen that before. You would have to, if you're going to go to war with Iran, you got to commit. And I think he's right. You'd probably need 1 million troops or more. And you have to throw everything you've got at them. You can't do this halfway anymore. You can't just try to fight a politically correct war. You can't do it that way.
I don't know that we're willing to do that.
And that's the thing. Would we do it that way? No, we don't do it that way anymore. We don't do a World War II type of war, and we haven't since World War II. That's why Korea just kind of stayed the same. That's why Vietnam, we left, and they poured right across the border and took over the whole country. That's why, we had the kind of problems in Iraq and Afghanistan.
We pulled up short in Iraq, right?
Yeah. Yeah, every time. Because in order to commit wholeheartedly, you have to ignore all of the people who say, innocent people are getting hurt. Well, yeah, they're going to. If you do this right, they're going to. You're going to have civilian casualties. You don't want to, but there are going to be civilian casualties, and there's going to be a lot of casualties on our side as well.
Yeah.
And so I don't know that we have the stomach for that anymore.
I don't know either. I don't know either. And I would like to say that, maybe President Trump, if we were to ever have something like this happen, would be able to walk us through having that stomach again, but I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's a tall order.
It sure is.
According to Admiral Lord West, and again, this is, from the British Royal Navy, so you take it with a grain of salt, I guess. But he said, I think Donald Trump himself doesn't want to be in conflict, but there are powerful factions in Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the U.S. who believe an attack would be a good thing. This includes John Bolton. They think they'd destroy the Iranian armed forces. There would be regime change, and all the garden would be rosy. Only problem with that is they'd be completely wrong.
Wow.
I think it would be messy.
I think it's going to be messier than anybody thinks, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Iran's foreign minister has said he doesn't believe that war is going to break out either. So, at least they're trying to back down a little bit, too. I don't know that they believe it either.
They have to know, right, that they don't want war with the United States. They like to posture, and they like to bluster, and they like to talk about us as the great Satan, and that they destroy us in the great fire of jihad or whatever.
But when it comes right down to it,
they know better. They know better. They have to, don't they? If they're sane at all, they have to know that. So that's what you count on, I guess, is that cooler heads prevail.